If you're a freelancer sending proposal after proposal with no reliable way to land clients and always stressing about your next payment, you're not alone. Trust me, I've been there. I was a freelancer who got banned on Upwork with over $2,000 frozen. That's when I realized that building my entire business on someone else's platform was crazy. So I went all in on one thing that actually worked, building my own outbound sales systems. And within 8 months, I grew my agency to 105K a month. And no, I did not rely on shiny AI tools or AI agents or trying to do 10 different things at once. I simply stuck to one thing and it worked. Well, now you might be wondering, Saad, well, what's that thing? Well, it's sales systems, systems that use AI and automation to actually get clients to pay you $3,000 to $10,000, just because it solves the biggest problem that any business on planet Earth has, which is getting customers. We're not here to build fancy automations. We're here to build real systems that bring in real money. So in today's video, I'll show you a real sales system I built for cybersecurity startups. This system doesn't just use AI. It takes personalization to the next level by looking at founders' profile pictures and writes messages that feel personal to them. And don't worry, you don't need to know how to code or have any business experience, even if you are a complete beginner. Everything is no code, so anyone can build this from scratch. So without taking too much of your time, let's just go ahead and get started. Okay, so the reason why we are reaching out to cybersecurity companies, right, is because they simply make a ton of money. So deals can be from 5 to all the way 6 figures. And also in my experience, founders are a lot more fun to work with, right? And another big reason is that these companies are backed by investors and have fundings from places like Y Combinator. They can invest in systems that can help them grow, and those systems are sales systems. Another reason is that founders usually know their stuff when it comes to tech, but have no idea how to actually get sales and do marketing. They need help finding and reaching out to the right prospects, and that's where a sales agency comes in. Okay, so our system is gonna scrape cybersecurity startups, right? And then AI will analyze the founder's profile picture and uses it to generate a thoughtful complementary observation that's casual and human. Just because in working with these cybersecurity startups or tech startups in general, they appreciate more of a casual founder to founder tone, right? Think about it. They are all day working with tech savvy people. So they appreciate more of a casual conversational outreach. Okay. And then the system then finds the emails of those founders and reaches out to them. Okay. So obviously, whenever you build out a sales system, you want to have an idea of what kind of lead sourcing database you're going to use. You also want to pre-draft something called a dream email. So here is our dream email. Hey reader, big deep minimalistic black and clean office aesthetic matches perfectly with your security first approach. You can tell UX and simplicity matters to you. Looking forward to seeing how you translate that clarity into your product. So when you mention things like minimalistic, clean office aesthetic, so these founders like really appreciate this for some reason. I don't know why, but they just appreciate this. Okay. Came across X company on YC, which is YC Combinator, right? So again, I'm saying, hey, I came across your company on YC, right? I'm not lying, right? And with all the recent breaches, I thought it'd be worth reaching out. So think about it. Like, what is the ideal customer of a cybersecurity company or a cybersecurity startup? It's companies who recently got hacked, right? Which is the real juice of this offer, right? So their ideal client is always going to be some sort of like hacked company, breached company. I connect sharp cybersecurity founders like you with businesses that are suffering from recent attacks. Again, very cleared offer. Like I'm not using jargon. Like it's very conversational. These companies need real security right now. Think there's a lot of potential for us to help them straighten up. Okay. I'm speaking their lingo, etc. We got access to breach databases, news feeds, and industry reports. Our system scans everything to track companies affected. Is this something you'd be interested in? Now, if you might be wondering, Saad, well, how can I get access to breach databases and news feeds? Well, it's super easy. You can just scrape hacker news, you could scrape industry news, and I have like multiple videos explaining how to actually do it step by step practically. Okay. So this is the dream email. Now let's just go ahead and scope the project together, okay? So step 1 is we're going to have to scrape cyber security startups. And the platform that we're going to scrape is going to be YC Combinator, which is essentially like a program that helps companies with money and advice. Essentially, this is like the simplest way to explain it, okay? So scrape cybersecurity startups and Y Combinator, and we're probably going to use Apify for this, okay? Which is a platform where you can find scrapers. So step 2 is we will find email of founder, okay? And if email found, so if email found, then we're going to feed their picture, right? Let's put up a smiley face here. Their picture to AI, okay? And we're going to generate like a thoughtful, complimentary, like icebreaker or like a personalized line, okay? And then fourth step is we're going to the weirdest looking for. And the fourth step is we're going to generate email and push to instantly. Okay. And instantly is basically going to be our cold email software that we're going to be using to reach out to thousands of these companies. Okay. So step 1 is we're going to have to scrape cybersecurity startups in Y Combinator. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to Y Combinator. So ycombinator.com/companies. Okay. And these are all the companies here. Okay, you can basically filter by industries, B2B, education, region, company size, etc. Okay, so let's just leave this here. Okay, and then we're gonna go to apify.com. So Apify is basically a gold mine of scrapers. You can find scrapers such as TikTok scraper, Google Maps scraper. You can even find like some specific industry databases that you can scrape, right? Like a lot of times, like I would be working on a project with the clients, and I wouldn't know where to get data from, and then like here's a hack. You can essentially just type in keywords like health, product, and you'd be surprised. You'd find some platforms that you didn't even know they exist, right? And you'd find like developers who actually took the time and energy to build scrapers specifically to scrape these exact platforms. So I'm going to go to get started. I'm just going to sign up. Okay. And what I'm going to do is I have an email account here. So I'm just going to put my email account, put a password, like a random password. And then, okay, bridges. So bridge, and bridge. Verify. Okay. My name's going to put my name, and obviously the username is the sales systems master. This username is forbidden. Okay. Handsome man sad. Everyone deserves a silly joke a day. Okay. Now I'm just going to go to my email. Go to my email. And then I'm just going to basically verify my account. Okay. Add new account. Use another account. There we go. And then I'm just going to verify. Click verify email address. Thank you. And that's pretty much it. Okay. So I'm going to go to search for actors, and it's going to be YC. And it's going to be, yeah, this guy, Mo Hani. All right, great. So how many monthly users actually? So it's only 14 monthly users. Wow. And people are sleeping on this. Wow. Okay. So here's what to do. So you're going to go to company keyword, and you're going to type in cybersecurity. Okay. Include details and result limits.
So per usage. So to use this, actually, you have to pay a monthly rental fee to the developer, and it's like $10 a month. Okay, pretty good. So I'm gonna go to proxy residential, and in terms of results, I'm just gonna put 1,000. Okay, 1,000 sounds good to me. I'm gonna go to no timeouts, and then yeah, that's pretty much it. Then you go to proxy, startup filters. So you can basically like filter this with how like whatever filters you want. Could be like is hiring. If it's just nonprofits, you can filter by company size. Okay, has bonus questions, has applications answers. So you can filter this like even batches, like that recently got funded in 2025, right? So that's really good. So we're just gonna leave this empty, and I'm gonna click on Start, Rent Actor, and I'm gonna click on Save and Start. Okay, and I'm gonna go to Log and check this out. So there we go. We're getting all these companies. Let me just copy one. Televi. So there you go. Check this out. Our mission is to provide a holistic way for cybersecurity threat aware companies to take the necessary steps to protect themselves from attacks. So there you go. They have like Google here, TikTok. Like imagine how much money they make. I can just tell. Yeah, I can just tell. Yeah, you know when a company has like a very basic website that they make a shit ton of money. You just know. Anyways, so let's look at another company, Reality Defender. Reality Defender. Such a cool name. Secures critical communication channels against deepfake impersonation in real time at scale. Yeah, I really like this. Yeah. I just love the cybersecurity niche, man. If you guys don't know, I used to be like my friends when I used to be like a teenager used to call me the hacker. I just love the cybersecurity niche because I understand them, you know? Reduce costs and help your existing team detect threats faster with Matano's full-featured, I don't know what this is, platform. Okay. So they have a product. Yeah, you know when a company makes a shit ton of money again, when you have like join the wait list because we're way too cool and we need a wait list, and we can't even like they don't even have like a bookend link here or something. The only way to reach out to them is just put your name and your email address, and we might get back to you. Okay, sweet. So we waited like 10 minutes and then we scraped 1,000 leads. Okay, great. So now what we're going to have to do is we're going to go to make.com, right? So just make.com, which is going to be our no-code tool. And the system is going to be pretty straightforward, but extremely high ROI. Okay. And I'm going to go to create a new scenario. So this is like my dashboard, my own company, my process dashboard in Make. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to click on this plus button, and I'm going to go to this search bar. I'm going to type in Epify, okay? And click on Get Dataset Items. Okay, so this module will enable me to just get access to the data scraped on Epify in Make so I can do whatever I want to it. Okay, and I'm going to go to Settings, right? So go to Settings, and we need to authenticate our Epify account with Make, right? So go to API integration, and you see this default API token created on sign up. Make sure to, you see this little I, click on it. You will see it here, okay? Now you can just copy it. Either you click on this button, and then or you can just copy this, okay? Control C, super easy and simple. And then click on add, and then go to connection type, and it's going to be Epify API token because it's a default API token, okay? Click on it, and then in terms of the connection name, you can name this whatever you want. So we can just name this cyber security account, for example, and you can just paste that your API key here and click on save. And now we're gonna go back, and you see this storage. So this is where the dataset ID is. So click on it, and you see this dataset ID. Click on copy, simple, and then paste that in here. Okay. In terms of limits, just put 1 for now, okay? Because we want to retrieve 1 record. Click on save, and then click on run once. And there you go. So now I have the access to this company. Okay. So here's the logo. So let me just copy this. So this is the logo of the company, and I have the location, I have their website. Let me just see the website. So these companies already have like product market fit. Let's check the pricing. Let's go to business, for example. Okay. Custom. So this is like a SaaS. Oh wow. $1,500. PC Mag. Wow. PC Mag. They have a case study with PC Mag. That's crazy. Check this out. Like I said, like these companies have a shit ton of money. Like, wow. Anyways, so now let's just see. Founders info. So we have the name of the founders. It's called Lawrence Gentilo. So what I like about this scraper, right, is because it also gives you the founder name, which is awesome. I don't have to like try to find it or like enrich it. So here's the guy. So Lawrence Gentilo. Gentilo. It's an Italian name? Okay, so the founder of this company. Okay. Okay, great. So now let me check their image. And now it's gonna get real creepy. Let me just copy this. Okay, this is the guy. Okay. So we're gonna use this. We're gonna feed this image to AI. It's gonna say like and it's gonna generate like a personalized line specifically for them. Okay, so step one is I'm just gonna name this get data from Epify. And then I'm gonna click on this plus button, and now I'm gonna have to try to find the email address, right? So I'm gonna use an email enrichment platform, and it's gonna be, for example, we'll just type in an email finder, okay? And an email finder is essentially just a email enrichment platform where you can find verified emails, okay? And if you're wondering how much it costs about, if you go to monthly, so ideally you would want to get okay, so they even like up the price, which is, yeah. So for 1,000 credits, $50 a month, and for 2K, it's 89 a month. Yeah, man, these email enrichment platforms are like super expensive, because I remember when I first got started with my own agency, like I had like I always was pretty cheap with email finders. So what I've done is I went ahead and just built my own in-house tools, right? Which is the Sales System Command Center, which is essentially like an unlimited email enrichment platform in-house. And the cool thing that I've done is I made it extremely like it's basically free for every member in SSM, which is a community that I run. So because I noticed like people would join and they would have to pay for additional software. Now, I don't want them to, like, I don't want to create this friction for them so they can actually just focus on actually doing the work. So I was like, you know what? Let me just build my own in-house tool, which is completely unlimited. And another thing that we have here, if I go to API docs, we have multiple tools. We have email finder, email verifier, and we also have the LinkedIn company scraper, which is great. And members use this every single day, right? Anyways, but since I know like people that are gonna watch this, they don't have access to this, unfortunately. I wish I can give you guys like a free API key. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you how to use an email finder. Okay. Again, you do not need to be married to an email finder. Could use like Find Email, right? You could also use Scrape.io. You can also use Hunter.io. Okay. Typically the pricing is the same, right? Like $50 for like 1,000 credits. But yeah. So you're gonna go to anymailfinder.com. You're gonna go to app. Once you sign up, right? Once you give them your money, go to API, and then you see your API key. Just copy it. Okay. Go back to make. Click on add. Go to API key. This is your API key. Now, obviously, you do not want to showcase your API keys just like I'm doing, but I'm just recording a video. Okay. So connection name, let's just name this cybersecurity account. Okay. And click on save. And I'm going to go to search by domain. So I'm going to go to domain, which is the website that we have. And the full name is going to be the founder. So founder. And it's going to be name. So let's just save this and then let's just run once. And okay, that was quick. We found the email address of that person. So Lawrence@optory.com. Okay, great. So this is gonna be find CO email. Okay, save this, auto-align this. Okay, so now that we found the email, we want to generate the personalized line based off their profile picture. So how do we do this? We're gonna go to Entropic, create a prompt, and Entropic is gonna be my AI model of choice. So I'm gonna authenticate my account. I'm gonna go to model, max tokens 36C, and add messages. Here's what to do. You're gonna go to role, user, content is gonna be image. Okay. And then now we're gonna have to feed in like a file name. So let's just feed in the ID. Let's see. We need like a random number. So let's just take the launched app because it's gonna be interchangeable. Okay, and the data is gonna be actually we need a way to actually download the image. So actually, let me just unlink this, and what we're gonna have to do is use a HTTP request. So click on this plus button, go to HTTP, make a request, and then we're gonna make a request to that address that we have here, which is founder. So founder. Okay, founder. And then yeah, cool. We even have like their LinkedIn profile, which is amazing. Yeah. The data that you get from this scraper is crazy, man. Again, and we're gonna parse response now. Click on save. And we're gonna add a filter here. So condition only if email is found. So email is found, question mark. Save this, and then let's just run once. Okay, so now if you check this out, let me put myself here so you can see. This is actually like binary, right? So do not be intimidated with this, okay? Just follow along. We're gonna have to now feed in the data, which is gonna be data, okay? And check this out. Now let me just run once, auto align, and let me see this. So file name. File name. Oh yeah. We need to add .jpg. Okay, add .jpg or JPEG, and then check this out. So this image shows a portrait of the person with a warm smile against a green background that appears to be a foliage or trees. They're wearing what looks like a light-colored shirt, possibly white. The background creates a nice natural contrast with the subject in the foreground. The lighting appears to be natural, giving the photo a pleasant outdoor feel. Okay, so now AI is basically giving us like a description of that image. So now I'm going to feed it to another prompt that's going to basically generate the personalized line. Okay, so let's just name this image observation. And this is going to be download image. So save this, auto align this. Okay, so now I'm going to click on this plus button and go to Entropic, create a prompt, and then we're gonna generate the personalized line now. So I'm gonna go to model, and let's just use Senet 3.5, max tokens 3060. Go to add message, it's gonna be user, content is gonna be text, and the prompts that I'm gonna be using is gonna be in my playbook, right? And I'm gonna leave you the entire document so you can look through it and just copy whatever you want. And this is the prompt, founder image. Paste that in here, and it's gonna be create a casual insider stack complimentary message for a cybersecurity founder based on their profile picture. Profile photo or picture. Rules, 3 lines max, focus on the presentation, style, example, minimal, clean, minimal, sharp, and subtly connected to how they might approach building secure products. The tone should be like a fellow founder operator making a warm connection, not a LinkedIn or cold outreach. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is gonna feed in the text response here, and I'm gonna go to show advanced, and I'm gonna lower the temperature to 0.6. Okay, click on save, and then let's just run once and see. Love the clean, minimalist vibe in your photo against the organic backdrop. Gives me the same feeling as elegant code. Simple on the surface, but thoughtfully designed. You clearly get that good security doesn't have to be complicated. Wow, that's really good. Yeah. So I believe let's just up the max token to 3090. Okay. Save this. And then now we're going to have to generate our dream email. So I'm going to go to Tools, Set, Variable. And let me just copy this email right here. Actually, from came across company. Okay, so paste this here. And came across name, which is name. And on YC, there we go. And then now I'm just going to copy this, paste it here. And again, copy this, Control C, and paste it here. So we're going to add a new line, and the last thing, which is this aligned? Or is this something you'd be interested in? Okay, so now we're going to have to add the content, which is text response. And I believe we need to add hey founder name, which is the name of the person. So name. And then we're going to split the full name based off a space. So split based off a space. And get 1. Okay. Dash, add a new line, and then save, and then, okay, variable name is going to be dream email. And then let's just save this, and then let's just run and see. Okay. Hey Lawrence, love the clean, natural vibe in your profile shots. Matches what I've heard about your no bullshit approach to building secure products. That balance of approachable plus sharp is rare in our space. Looking forward to crossing paths. Wow, that's really good. So it's gonna be dream email, and this is gonna be image personalization. Okay. So last step is we're gonna add everything to Instantly. So Instantly add leads to a campaign. And I'm going to go to my Instantly account, log in. Instantly is basically our cold email software. Go to campaigns and just name this cyber security campaign with image. And then continue. Now I'm going to go to my account and then let me just refresh this. I'm going to get access to it. So the leads email is going to be the email, the first name, which is going to be the founder. Okay. So search item, again, founder, and then split the name based off a space. And then I'm going to get the first one. And then now Control C, Control V, and then I'm going to get the second one. So company name is going to be name, which is name. And the personalization is obviously going to be the dream email, which is the email generator. Okay, that's pretty much it. Now, let me just run this at 20 or 25. And then let's just run once. Okay, great. Let me go to campaign, analytics, leads. Okay, great. Now, let me just refresh this. And if I just basically typed in personalization, I'm going to have the preview. Hey, Sebastien, love the clean, understated look. That light blue button up against the natural light is exactly how I'd expect a security first founder to present themselves. No unnecessary noise, just like a well-architected system. Wow. Preview. Let's see. Okay, so we're getting our leads to Instantly. And now I'm just wasting my tokens, which is totally fine. Okay, so let's just refresh this. Save. And then let's just read through the entire thing. Hey, Yvonne. Love the clean, intentional style in your headshot. That the same attention to detail probably shows up in how you approach building secure products. Okay, so let me go to instantly. And then I'm currently adding all my leads now. And then in terms of subject line, we can do first name. Hey. There you go. And I can add like a emoji here. And I'm going to add send from my iPhone. Save this. And there we go. Now, let me just stop this. Okay. So from 20 leads, I've managed to add 17. Okay. Which is pretty quick. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it. Now, the only thing I have to do is basically leave this empty and then run the entire flow. Okay, and that's pretty much it.
And that's it. That's how easy it is to use AI and automation. It's easy to set up, but incredibly powerful. And trust me, after consulting with hundreds of 6 to 7 all the way 8-figure companies, every time I show them a sales system like this, it becomes their main way to sell. So thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, just leave them in the comments down below. Happy to help. I appreciate your time and talk to you soon. Peace.